Hey internet, so I just got an email from a guy who recently lost his leg and he's wondering how do I carry things with one leg using these forearm crutches. So I'm going to answer him with this video, but I'm also going to post it on the general internet because I know a lot of you use crutches, and if you don't, well, you can never be too prepared. If nothing else, this video will kill 7 minutes of your life, and what else are you doing now except sitting at home looking for ways to kill your time? I'm just going to take you around the house and show you some things. So for example, here is a coffee mug, Wawa brand, East Coast people, what's up? Yeah. If I was carrying this, I would hold it like normally you would a coffee mug, except then I would put the heel of my hand, this part right here, I would sit it on my crutch like that, and I'll hold the crutch like with my pinky, and that's what I pick up the crutch, and the weight bearing is here, and then I would just walk along like that. My wife Ashley is filming. Say hi to Ashley in the comments. So, now we've reached the kitchen. He asked specifically in his message how I would carry a frying pan. So apparently he's a chef. On my crutches, I always have the cuffs kind of custom made so that they don't slip off my hand, like my wrist. If I was carrying this, I would put some weight here and actually use it sort of like a forearm crutch, but put most of my weight on this crutch. But if the pan was heavy, or I was really worried about it tipping or whatever, then I would kind of walk around like this. Like, that's pretty easy for me to do, but that will take you some time if you're just getting used to using crutches for the first time. Now, the heavier something is, the more you're gonna have to walk like that using just one crutch. Like, what's an example of something?
How about a couple plates?
A couple plates, that's a great example. So if I was, let's say, unloading the dishwasher, nope, dirty.
Oh, it's clean.
No, I don't think so. Check this out. Let's get a close-up. You can vote in the comments whether you think these are clean or dirty dishes.
Okay, they're dirty.
I'm gonna say dirty. And I think you and I have very different definitions about what's clean and dirty. But if I was gonna carry plates that are heavy, I might actually just set one of my crutches down, leave it here, reach up in the cabinet, say I want to grab 2 plates for dinner, then I would just hold them like this, and then I would just walk with one crutch over here, set them on the table. Of course, it's easier to carry things in your hands if you're using underarm crutches because you can kind of pinch them under your shoulders. I'll show you what I mean. Here in the hallway, like here's a heavy thing, right? And a fragile thing. So this I would definitely want to carry with one crutch. I would actually just maybe not set the crutch down, but Ashley looks super worried right now. So this is my crutch closet, which I have not yet revealed online, but I'll give you a brief preview here in a future video. I will explain the crutch closet to you if you want. Let's say I'm using these, a pair of underarm crutches. This is a bad example because these are set really short right now, but I could walk underarm crutches. Like let's say I'm holding a plate, that's why I'm miming it right now. But you can see with underarm crutches, you can walk with hands free more easily. Don't do that for long distances, it's bad for your shoulders. But that's the trade-off with forearm crutches, is that they're a little bit more carry that way. What is that, like a motion shot?
Yeah.
So that's a good example. How would I carry a dog?
Oh, good one.
So I probably have to pick him up with 2 hands, and then, I don't know, how would I normally carry him? Like maybe with probably just like one crutch like this. But let's say that this dog was not in fact a dog, but a pillow. So if I had like a large body pillow like this, I would actually carry this under my arm and just tuck it and hold it like by pinching. He also asked in the email about using the restroom, specifically when you're at the sink washing your hands, what do you do with the crutches? Public restroom, he doesn't want to put his crutches down on the ground, which is what you might do when you're at home. For me, I think over time you just get used to balancing your crutches against things. So for me, I would just like, ta-da, crutches. Like, you know, this is against the sink, or if there's no sink, a wall, just against a wall, I'd like flip up like these and then set them like that. Boom. So like I'm used to doing that. It might take a couple tries before you can do that quickly without them falling down. That's embarrassing and awkward when your crutches fall down in public. Everyone freaks out. Oh my gosh, oh no, I'm so sorry. Wow, it's so inspiring how you can just come out and use the bathroom in public. Are you a veteran from Iraq or Afghanistan? Thank you for your service. Do you want me to stand behind you and hold you up while you pee? Ideally, you want a corner if there happens to be a corner, because like then you know like that, you don't even have to do anything. They're just gonna stay up on their own. And then you can like wash your hands in the sink. That's assuming of course that you have pretty good balance. If you don't, then I would probably set the crutches down, lean against the sink with like your upper thigh, and that's what allows you to like maintain your balance while you wash your hands. If you're at a restaurant or something like that in public, you make my crutches like unobtrusive. I might want to hide them under the table, and I might do that. I could do that easily here. But let's say there wasn't this much space here, and they like stick out like that much. If your crutches stick out any, 100% chance people will trip over them. You can confirm that, right, babe?
Yep.
Place with smaller tables where you aren't going to be able to stow them totally under the table, then I would just set them in the corner like that. I might set the crutches down. I might like lean them on a chair or even lean them against the table. You could put this just over like your crutch handle. It's pretty easy. If it's really heavy, this is like hard to do because you're like, oh, like lugging along. So I hope that answers your question, and welcome if this is your first time on my content. I have a whole bunch of crutch tutorials on my YouTube channel. Any questions about crutches? I've probably already answered them, but if I haven't, please drop them in the comments and I'll try to answer them in a future video. All right, thanks for watching. We should hang out sometime.